Hi, it's Bruce. It's Sunday, March 28th. We've seen two interesting plays this weekend. I can sort of recommend them, and I'll tell you why. And I'm going to try to get in a third play that we're seeing today if I can get the review filmed tonight. So let me get going. Let me get cracking. The first one we saw last Sunday, When the Rain Stops Falling, at the Mitzi Newhouse Lincoln Center Theater. A new play by Andrew Bovell. Well, this play takes a lot of concentration, and even though I was concentrating, I was surprised at the ending. I thought I had it figured out about 10 minutes before, and I had missed something, and the ending sort of came as a surprise to me. All I can say is, if you're watching this play, it's a little under 2 hours with no intermission. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Don't pay attention about thinking about too much, because it'll all make sense in the end. And yes, you may have to just wait to the end to figure it all out, unless you're really smarter than me, which could be. All right, this is a play that takes place between 1959 and 2039. So it's an apocalyptic play, and it starts with a lot of rain and a fish falling from the sky sometime in the future when there are no fish. So it's a strange play, and characters play, different actors play the character when they're older, and different actors play the characters when they're younger, and it mixes all up, and it's confusing and interesting, and I think kind of poetic and well written. 4 of us went, and all 4 of us at the end really liked it. Now, this is not for everybody, as I said, but you know, I like a good puzzle that I can't solve. All right, the cast is wonderful. Kate Blumberg, Richard Topol, Mary Beth Hurt. Mary Beth Hurt is fantastic, and I just watched Interiors, the Woody Allen movie, for about the 50th time. It's one of my favorite Woody Allen movies, and Mary Beth Hurt's just a great actress. Will Rogers, Susan Pourfar. Victoria Clark is also wonderful, and boy, does she have a scene toward the end that'll, like, you go, oh. Rod McLaughlin, Michael Siberry, and Henry Vick. Now, if you don't like this play, you don't like this play. I think it was intriguing and well written and exciting, beautifully staged. I recommend it for those who like something off the beaten path. That's all I'll say about that. All right, as I said, all of us liked it. All of us thought it was well written, and we loved the characters, and just get ready not to understand it for about an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, before I go on to the next play, I want to flash back and just say, I forgot to say that David Cromer, who directed Our Town and the Brighton Beach failed revival, brilliantly directed When the Rain Stops Falling. It had David Cromer written all over it, so that's another reason to go see it. All right, on to Friday night. I went to see, at Bill's urging, Bloody Andrew Jackson at the Public, which is sort of a rock musical. Now, it started off a little rough. It's fun. It's a rock musical. It's kind of, if you ask me, it's kind of collegiate, you know, a little bit of sophomoric humor. But after a while, I sort of relaxed into it and found quite a bit of it funny. It is sort of like Andrew Jackson's hot, and whoa, you know, I mean, it's sort of got like the collegiate speak, young. I recommend this to young people. All right. But the other reason I want to recommend it is that it's got a fun score, music and lyrics by Michael Friedman, and the cast is really good, and it's really kind of campy. But it's filled with historical elements, because I looked a lot of it up, and it actually uses a lot of the Andrew Jackson historical information as the inane and sophomoric book. It's not always, but, you know, it's got some pretty big guffaws in it, actually. Benjamin Walker plays Bloody Andrew Jackson, and he's really great. But two standouts in the cast, and they're very, they seem very improvisational and really wonderful and really wacky. Lucas near Verbruge. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name, Lucas. That's a mouthful. It's hysterically funny. And Michael Crane were two standouts in the cast for me. So, it's 2 hours with no intermission. I think everything's 2 hours with no intermission anymore. And it has a lot going for it. As I said, it's more for the Spring Awakening crowd, I think, than for the My Fair Lady crowd. But if you're down in the village and, you want to see what's going on, I think it's talented young writers, and it's a fun production. Lots of smoke when you walk in the theater. God, I'm like, they set off like a smoke bomb before, I guess for atmosphere. All right, so I qualifiedly recommend that for the reasons I said. But actually, I did have a good time, and it's worth seeing that cast. Hi, it's still Sunday, but much later in the evening now. We went to see The Glass Menagerie at the Laura Pels Theater, which is a roundabout production, which Charles Isherwood in the New York Times raved about, said it gave Judith Ivey the performance of her lifetime, something like that. And I really liked it a lot. It's an excellent production. I thought Judith Ivey was excellent. I don't know if I'd call it the performance of her lifetime. She was excellent. I've only seen Glass Menagerie one other time in my life. I know this is like very unusual. I guess everybody does it all the time. But every time I hear about it, it's usually gets not good reviews like the Jessica Lange, so I didn't see it. But a long time ago I saw Jessica Tandy do it on Broadway with Amanda Plummer as Laura, and I was very disappointed in it. I would think Jessica Tandy would be great, and it was sort of a not good production. So I haven't had good luck with The Glass Menagerie, so this is the best production of The Glass Menagerie I've ever seen. As I said, Judith Ivey is wonderful. She's very annoying and very grating, and you can see why Tom wants to leave the house forever. Because I couldn't live with her either. So, now, but what really impressed me about this was Tom Wingfield, played by Patch Darragh. I hope I have his name right. He was wonderful. And it's directed by Gordon Edelstein, and it's done, I guess, differently than most Glass Menageries in the fact that it's done mostly in his hotel room. Glass Menagerie is a memory play, and he's remembering it as he's typing the play himself and drinking. So he's much more involved in standing in scenes, remembering them. In fact, sometimes when he's typing in the beginning and Amanda's doing the lines, he's actually saying the lines that he's typing while she's saying them. It's a very impressive kind of device, and I thought it worked really well. Kira Keeley is Laura, and she's was very credible and really heartbreaking in the Gentleman Caller scene. I think she really came into her own there. And Michael Mosley as a Gentleman Caller was also excellent. And can't fail to cheer you up there. It is almost 3 hours. It has one intermission. And an excellent production of The Glass Menagerie in a very intimate setting. So, again, I saw 3 things in the past week. This I would probably say The Glass Menagerie was the best of the 3. When the Rain Stops Falling would be second in my estimation, and Bloody Bloody Andrew Jackson would be third. But I thought they were all worth seeing for different reasons. So lucky to live in New York, and we saw so many people we knew on the street today. Have a good Monday morning. Oh, don't look forward to that.